Up and up. All right, sweet. Welcome. Here we go.
Ooh.
Yes, we are tired, but this is the episode. This is an OVA episode, and I promise y'all we'll do it. So, this is the Logia Sendcast. Oh man, you'll love to see it. You'll love to know it. You'll love to watch it. It's very sexy. It's very cool. It's very new, very hip with the times. we're not old. I'm not old. And I'm old. But
I'm old.
we be fucking around, but I am your not so humble host, this leader of this broken herd of gentlemen, the problematic Vietnamese child of the CAMautomag now, as they are known. I am Kit, the Sen Samurai. Nice to meet you. And right next to me is my good friend, very, very awesome, well-esteemed cast of Silver Sendcast, a very, very awesome member, Glenn the Wise, the seller of wares, the proprietor of Volvo. It is Glenn.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure I chased off a Volvo guy from being my friend just because I didn't feel like answering dumb questions.
Oof.
Well, the thing is, okay, hold on. I answered the question 4 times in a comment. 4 times. Each comment answered the question.
Right.
And then he still asks the same question. And then he tries to add me as a friend. I'm like, I don't know this guy. I don't know who you are.
Who are you? Yeah, pretty much.
Like, I don't know what you're like. Just because you like Volvo doesn't really mean anything to me, dog. There's a chance you're cool. There's a chance you're just a fuckboy.
You could be just a fuckboy. Nobody knows here. That's the unfortunate circumstance, isn't it? It's like, oh hey, like, it's not like you have to immediately like each other.
No, I think what really drove me nuts was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to deal with this guy. I answered his question 4 times in a row.
Like,
it's kind of like
that's 4 times. You're like, oh, chill. That's 4 fucking times in a row when you answer somebody. Like, if they can't take the hint, what's the point?
Well, I don't know. I don't think he liked my answer, I guess.
he doesn't like your fucking answer because he's all like, wait a minute, hold on.
He's like, I was told these were cheap to modify. I'm like, no, sir. They're not, actually.
No. They're,
But you know how to fabricate. Which, by your questioning, I'm guessing you don't.
Do you know the ways of fabrication?
Anyway, so this is OVA, huh?
Yeah, this is the OVA. This is going to be known as the field trip episode because, we kind of ran out of OVA ideas except for the Hanabi episode, aka the festival episode. That's probably for like a grand finale. So I'm like,
That's more of a grand finale.
That's more of a grand finale type of thing. So I'm like, nah, this is just a field trip, aka like if you want to think about it, it's not necessarily the shopping trip, but it could double as that. Like just go over to I'll give like Abara and just like go shop Yado style. I'm like, you had me at
look up the Low Gear Sendcast on YouTube. The first video I find is the best way to clean and cook a squirrel.
Wait, what? Are you fucking serious?
I am not.
Oh man,
good sir. There are a lot of fishing videos and some guy talking about the fourth. Wait, we're getting a 4th stimulus check? We can't afford that.
What? So the Slogan Sendcast is now defined by ways to cook a squirrel and a forced stimulus check, even though we can't really support it as a country. But you know what? This is the episode where anything can happen, so we can get real political real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna look up this up real quick.
Go for it.
How could you have more money coming? Because I know like they did like a huge tax break if you claimed unemployment last year.
Yeah, but so, like a lot of people.
Anyway,
it's like it really made the tax dodgers be like, shit, I could have got that.
Like a break into my new hat.
I know. I've noticed. It's pretty sick.
It's weird for a guy who owns 2 Toyotas and a Volvo. I got a GTR hat.
I know you go for a Nissan. What the shit? I'm just over here being a
Because I love them
douchebag.
both. Love them both, man.
I'm like, yo, samurai, what's up, fam? What's up? What's up? You never? Oh shit, dog. You never played Cyberpunk, man.
Actually, no. No, I haven't.
I played it. Still buggy mess. Not as buggy as it was in the beginning, but it's still shit. I still need to get the true ending, which is hard as shit to do. It's just because like you have to have a certain like career amount with Johnny, and you have to literally wait like I think 5 or 10 minutes for a choice to prompt up. So
Yeah.
so he could basically be, look, it's just gonna be you and me. We're just gonna go into Arasaka and we're gonna fuck him up, and you can't die. If you die, your ending's over. So you have to go through Arasaka, which has top level enemies. Like these, each one of them basically are mini bosses, and you're fighting multiples at once. So you got to run around, kill shit, and then you got to go kill Adam Smasher, which is even harder now because he's double procced. And then when you're done with that, you just gotta keep killing. It just gets ridiculous. But the true ending, like I'll just give you that much. I won't spoil the actual ending part of it, but it's sick. It's sick.
I don't know. Like I just wasn't feeling it. But I'm not gonna say it's a bad game. I'm not gonna say anything bad about it because it just wasn't for me.
It wasn't for you.
Like I'm the guy who literally spent thousands of hours farming crap in Monster Hunter just because I want the one shiny piece of gear.
We can all relate in some way when we play games, now can't we?
Yeah, it's like I've been wanting to get a sim rig set up again. I kind of miss it.
I would like to have a sim rig set up as well. I understand your pain.
And then what was it? I brought the Cressida home. Almost died.
Near-death experiences are what make cars fun. Am I right?
Well, it was slowly suffocating me as I pulled in the driveway, and I got out, and I almost fell over. I was like, "Oh,
oh no,
Jesus!"
I was like, you
it was
got
like,
the woozies.
I was telling you like the other day when I was driving it, when I was doing 70 on the freeway, it's fine. Once I got on the back road of my house, nope.
Just gone.
It just floated right in there. Just kind of did this.
Oh no.
Itself.
Oh no. You really got to get that shit addressed.
Oh, I don't drive it right now. It just sits.
You have to do that, or you just, you wear a full-on gas mask while you do it, which that's fine. You just be like.
My problem is I have really sensitive smell.
Oh, so you smell the inside of like what it basically is, just like polyester and shit, rubber. You're like.
So like, when I was driving, like I can smell it on myself. A lot of people are like, "Oh, you don't stink," and I'm like, I can smell it. So it gives me a headache. Weird. Like I like cars. I work on cars, but like a lot of stuff about cars.
Me a headache, though.
I don't like my hands being greasy. I was a professional mechanic for a long time.
I felt that. I felt that to my fucking core. I thought I was weird for not liking that feeling too.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Like I'm to the point where like I'm so touchy about like my controllers, my keyboards and stuff. I barely let people use them.
Damn. Okay.
And if they do use them, I make them wash their hands.
Fucking boomer.
And do snap test.
Snap. Oh, the snap. Then what if people just can't snap?
Then you're not using my controller.
Fuck. I don't know. I can't snap well. This is the most you're getting. That's it.
See, it's probably.
I can't snap that well, dude.
You gotta put your thumb in it.
Fuck off! Fuck off! I can clap like this. If I could. Look, if you get a guy's arms, push them together, and try to make him go up and down, and it slides up immediately, he agrees. All right, he agrees. He agrees. He dirty.
Anyway.
Anyway.
So there any cool topics right now? Like, is there really anything going on? Like, the drift season's starting. Like, the official.
Like,
We already had one official event.
kind of. The thing is, like, some of the more interesting stuff has been like meh, but there's also clutch kickers and how that went.
Oh, I could go on about that one because
Okay.
I was watching a post, right? So we made a post in Drift Utah, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's still like an LS swap Miata."
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
"You're missing the point. That is the dude's name's Ben. The name on the side of the car, the used Miata parts or whatever, that's his company. He's not sponsored by anybody. He is literally a normal dude
Oh yeah.
who built a 400 horsepower Miata. Like, okay,
He's stuck into the
competing
Pro
with
D cars.
Pro D like cars, Pro 1 and Pro 2, and he won with 400 horsepower against like 5 to like 900 horsepower cars.
It's fucking senior Chaddington
So,
right here. Holy fuck.
so like, I don't get what. The funny thing is most of the guys bitching about it, I've never seen them at the track.
They're just hard park warriors, dude.
So it's like, have you come to the track?
Are
Like,
you
I
gonna
don't want
go
to hear
in?
about your I don't want to hear about your one corner hero bullshit, guy.
Don't hard park nearby the track and expect nothing to happen to your car.
Oh, yeah.
you little bitch. It's like,
Oh man.
I mean, look,
Dude.
I mean, the clutch kickers thing was hilarious, and like, cause I'm like, all right, first of all, clutch kickers by itself has always been about these higher end cars going hard.
Kind of like it's literally like a thing that anybody can really do.
Yeah, it's like,
And like I see it as like a way, like if you talk a big game, go to Clutch Kickers and see if you actually can live up to your big game you talk.
can you hang with the boys out of clutch kickers?
So clearly there's dudes out there who are hanging with the boys, having no problems, but they get beat because something happens. That's just how competitions go.
But then they get
Don't
all
bitch about it.
salty. They get
Just
salty.
get better. Like,
Just yeah, exactly. Don't be a bitch. Be better. You should.
but yeah, I just
Everyone
thought
should
that was
be a
kind of
beater.
funny just to see all these people just like, just,
Getting butthurt about it.
yeah, like, it's like they had a point to prove or something. And I'm just kind of like looking at them like, really? You've
You've finally done it. You finally done it. You've proven to me you're a bitch. Well done.
like,
My moniker respect has now gone to the winds.
it's not even that. It's just like, like, I'm just gonna keep driving and having fun, spinning out with my friends, hitting walls.
I mean, hell yeah, we will. That's what I mean. I'm gonna share this with fucking Drift Utah. Be like, yo, we talking about clutch kickers. Hop in if you got an opinion. Oh man,
Oh,
because
man.
I know some people got shit to say. I'm like, yeah, if they got shit to say, I'll hop in and post that shit right now.
But the thing is, do they really?
Some people do, I know.
Like, well, that's cool. Freaking Ferraris. Ferraris. I like them, but like the idea behind Ferrari drives me nuts.
Oh yeah, I talked about this. Don't get me started on Ferrari. The fucking Enzo, that hot-headed, red-blooded, fucking Italian piece of shit. Just because you won in a bike doesn't make you the fucking best car in the world, motherfucker. If you want the best fucking car in the world, that basically shows off that you have taste and then you have power. Go get a Koenigsegg, all right? Go get a fucking Koenigsegg.
Yeah.
Go get a Pagani if you still want to be a little.
I just think it'd be funny. Like, I'll get to this point in my life where I'm like, you know what? I should go buy another 90 shit bucks.
Hey. I mean, we all.
Oh, I found it. I found the video on YouTube. Look at that.
Oh, you found it?
I found it.
He found
Anyway.
it.
So, like, trying to think. Because there's not like a whole lot going on, is there? Like,
No, it's been kind of dead. I've been trying to find. I mean, there's still some things going on in like the official car world and whatnot, but like for the content, the kind of content we cover, it's not exactly up to par, but it works. However, I can specify on some certain shit that goes on with a certain guy's car.
oh, you want to hear something weird about electric cars? Like an interesting factoid?
Oh fuck yeah!
So, guess who Amazon's using for electric cars right now in Colorado?
Are they using any of the boys from Clutch Kickers? Please tell me. It's kidding.
No, electric cars, just like for their delivery trucks. It's not Tesla.
Is it that Chinese company?
Nope.
Ah shit.
That Rivian company with the trucks and stuff like that.
Is it? So is it? Is it
It's
LG?
the company that Tesla's suing right now.
Ford? I don't
No,
know.
they're called Rivian.
Oh,
Look them over.
Rivian.
Yeah.
Dude, haven't heard their name in a long time. Holy shit.
No, I'm gonna order my truck right now.
What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Chotamate. Hold on.
Oh man.
What the fuck is this? Is he wearing fucking grass on his face?
But anyway.
Oh my god! That's her! Oh my god. Oh my
I don't know
god.
what's happening.
I'm sorry. I just looked at a picture, and this picture was of somebody I knew a while ago, and she was a bit of a bee towards me all the time, but for some reason I had a crush on her. I just found it
this
randomly.
started that whole toxic relationship thing, bud.
Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh my sweet Jesus. I will share it. I'll share it to you personally, and then because like this is quite surprising. I actually did not expect to see this at all. Holy fuck! This fucking twists and turns, and I believe it's time to shave the pedal stash. I don't believe I could get any. I don't believe we could get past this. And I'm like, I need to look good for the next clutch kicker, so that way everybody be like, yo, hold up, we finna about to go fast. AF, chill with your boys.
Gotta go fast.
I mean, come on, who in clutch kickers does not go fast? Let's be straight here. Just like I'm keeping it real.
Definitely not me.
I'm keeping it real, yeah.
That's so weird.
I mean, like, look, I'm pretty sure we could compete if we had like a little bit more money under the hood. Just a bit. I feel like we could. Like some of these big boys, they thinking like, oh, wow, look at these guys. I'm like, look, like not everybody can drive in clutch kickers, but clutch kickers can come from anywhere.
It's true. We've had some local guy
Who do we go?
go all the way out there. Brandon Whitnick. He went and competed.
Oh yeah, Wicknick. I mean, I already knew Wicknick. I thought somebody else. I was like, okay.
No, like I would want to do it at some point, but that's gonna cost some money to get a car to that par.
Oh yeah. Wait, did Blaze 420 go or?
No,
I thought he went.
I don't think so.
What the fuck, Blaze? You fucking up, bud? Call his ass out. Do it, you bitch. Where you at? Where you been?
How about nah?
Nah.
But yeah, so yeah, clutch kickers are a lot of fun to watch for sure, though.
Oh hell yeah!
That little track they got's interesting to watch because it's like so real tight.
Dude, it gets so fucking tight. I'm like, man, pool noodles are actually needed just to help save your fenders from like going to shit.
Yeah.
Freaking,
I melted another cone again.
How the fuck did you melt another cone?
Get stuck under the car in the downpipe.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
Hmm?
Stuck on the downpipe. Wait. Did it get caught?
So it goes under the car, all right? And my downpipe goes down under the car. So it goes under the car and hits the downpipe.
I know how
And then start.
downpipe works. I'm just questioning, like, isn't your car low enough to, like, for that not to really happen?
My car's not that low.
Is that low?
No,
You know,
it's low.
it's been a while since I fucking seen it.
Yeah, it's not that low. It has an aggressive stance to it, but it's really not that low. Like it's lower. It's probably like 3 or 4 inches lower than a stock Volvo, but not near to the point of what people normally do, because a lot of people just cut the springs and slam them.
Makes sense. I am babushka lady. Give me beats. All right. I mean, if it's,
You know what's funny is I realized the lighting on the cameras on the Facebook and stuff are better than what's in the Discord chat. You can actually see
they get auto white balance.
inside my closet there.
Yeah, I could see inside your closet as well.
There's stuff in my closet. Look.
Yes, no, yeah, look at that bottle. Oh shit. Amazing.
I haven't touched it. Haven't touched it in months.
What the fuck is
No,
that?
but freaking
Like a pee?
what was it? I'm trying to think.
We were all trying to think.
I can't really think of what to talk about because it's just kind of like whatever.
Look, dude, we're both tired. We both have done things today that have not necessarily like is good for waking people hours, but we did it. Two different perspectives. He did something productive. I did something also productive on my end because it's for research purposes.
I did both because we had to wait for paint to dry, so we just go back to playing video games. We're waiting for paint to dry.
Oh yeah,
because it's a little room, like it's smaller in my room, so we just paint the walls, put the first coat on, go play some Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Okay.
More on. Come back the next day, repeat.
Just bust out the Jump Force. Don't be a bitch.
The what?
You never played Jump Force?
No.
This dude has not played Jump Force. Okay. All right, look. Jump Force. I mean, I need you to pull Google or something right now. You got to look that shit up first. All right. Jump Force is.
There gonna be some weird porn thing.
This is not R34. This is not Wilburu. This is not Pixiv. This is not 4chan. Or 2chan if you really want to get down under and fucked up.
Is it a 3D? Is it an arena fighter, like a 3D arena fighter?
Yeah, except you find your.
I don't really play those.
Oh, you bitch. Yeah, no, Jump Force is like it takes all.
Call me a bitch that I beat your ass for 7 hours in like an old just arcade fighter.
What you want to face me in Mortal Kombat?
I mean, like one that I actually like.
Mortal Kombat 2?
I've never liked Mortal Kombat. It felt too slow to me.
Tekken?
Tekken Tag.
King of Fighters? Street Fighter?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you about the street? You about that Street Fighter life. Okay, all right, I see you.
Leave it off, did you, bud?
I was like me. I'm not too much of a Street Fighter guy. I was more like on the Tekken life, and I was like Tekken, yo, this is the shit. Or even Soul Calibur.
Well, I play a lot of Soul Calibur and a lot of Tekken.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm down with that shit because I'm like, yo, Soul Calibur, like you see some of the characters, they be looking mad at, they be looking different.
Yeah, they always use the dude with the giant scythe.
I know, right? It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, these games are sick as shit, but what the fuck are we doing? Like, I mean, you over here playing Street Fighter. I'm like, yo, just like, I want Chun-Li to squeeze my head, please.
You'll die.
Dude, no, like, I want somebody to cosplay as like Chun-Li and go out to a drift event and just be like, I just want to see like basically her thighs smash through the fucking seat because how fucking like she is the abuser of the thigh master. Let's be real here. I mean, thick thighs save lives, but at that point, I'm like, damn, do I really want to die, or am I going to enjoy it?
Anyway.
What? It's Chun-Li.
You need a hug.
I need a lot of hugs lately. I really do, especially after what happened to my car. And
oh yeah,
Ah, fuck. Yeah, nobody's heard about it yet except for... Ah, man.
Oh, that's
Okay.
classic.
All right, so... So what happened?
You know what? I just.
Oh, that's it. Ah, rechecking the stream. There we go. All right. So, what happened to my car? Let me get down and explain the dirty dudes. What happened to my car is that I took it out for some drifto practice because, like, yo, what's the point of a drift car if you're not gonna practice? And I'm not that great of a guy that can, drift it, but I'm not enough of an idiot to fuck it up super catastrophically. And it wasn't my fault. Wasn't my fault necessarily. So, I was I was
Well,
at the
I can argue that point, but I'll let you continue for a minute.
okay. Oh, all right. I was by the airport and I was doing my thing. I was like, look, empty parking lot. It's good to go. Hold up. Oh, excuse me. Bug in my throat. So, empty parking lot, good to go. Industrial area, no cops. We just chilling. I'm like, sweet. So here I go. I'm lining up my corner, so I'm like, okay, cool. I need to go this gear, go to this gear. I'm doing it mostly in second, just because I'm taking it slow. But
Yeah.
so I'm going at it, right? I gave her some of the beans though, put her at red line a bit. So I'm like, so that explains my first problem, which is technically my fault. So my first problem was, oh boy. So I was coming around. I was like, here I go. Let me come into this nice sweeper. I held it, all right, but for God's sake, E46 stock angle. It's yeah, it's not much. It doesn't help out too much. So yeah, the angle wasn't that great. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going over bumps and shit. But I'm like, come on, that's cool as fuck. Going over bumps. I'm like, you feel like a rally car. It's sick. You're like, yes. So as I going over this, right, I'm giving her the beans. I'm doing a cool fucking donut, and then afterwards, I just hear pop, and then I just hear my trans going here, and I was like, oh shit, like what's going on? And then I pull over, and then like my brother's homies are like, yo, your car's smoking. I'm like, shit, I know what this is. As soon as smell hit my nose, I was like, this is coolant. A plastic bit of my coolant popped off, and it is not pretty. It's stock, it's gross looking, and I'm like, great, I got a crusty ass shit just hanging out there, looking like, ugh. Oh, hold up. Because I know you're recording, Joey just said something to the fucking messenger. Look at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look at. Anyways, yeah, no, my coolant hose popped off from my radiator. So, just that hose I see that popped off. So I'm like, okay, but basically I'm redoing the whole system now. Getting back onto it though. Yeah, so that popped off. It wasn't really overheating. Because like, I don't know, the gauge is lying to me. Or just because the coolant popped off. I think it's just because the coolant popped off why it's like, like steaming because, that's how coolant is. It gets hot. So I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. Sorry, cool. Like, it popped off. But the really shitty thing is, once that happened, right, I had to get towed back home. Luckily, my brother's friend had some tow straps and whatnot, so we towed my ass back home. And when we did that, I finally got back home, back to my apartment complex, taking it nice and slow, nice and easy the whole time, no hassle. Everything was good. Up until I reached 10 feet right behind, like right in front of my fucking parking space in my apartment complex. Like 10 feet. You know what fucking happens? My goddamn rear left lug bolts decide, hey, I don't want to be part of this thing anymore. Goodbye. And just snap off. It's just like click, gone. I'm like, oh, thanks. Sweet. Now I have a fucking wheel just sitting there. And 4 of the lug bolts snapped. Like they're in there. Only one of them is in there. And it's because the wheels are just like, no, like the lug bolts are not long enough. Then the offset is weird for it. Like I don't know. Just basically, I looked at these threads. These threads were fucked. I was like, shit. Well, great. So now I sat there for basically an hour and a half trying to figure out how to get it through. I was like, shit, should I push it? Should I get a tow? I'm like, fuck. And then afterwards, my dumbass came up with a brilliant idea. I'm like, yo, let's get one of my lug bolts from when my other wheels are on and put it on there. Come to find out, some of these lug bolts themselves are ass. So I'm like, good. Now I have to replace the whole fucking thing. Anyways, I take this lug bolt out. I finally stick her back in. I'm like, fuck it. I got to get her back on as tight as I can. And I don't have a jack. I don't have a good jack. I have one of those bullshit scissor ones that ruin welds and everything. I got one of those. It sucks. But it's the best I got. So I'm like, if this don't work, then I got to get a tow. I legit have to get a tow. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I fucking put that shit in. I pray to God. I start my car because my car can still start. It's all good. And then I back her up. And finally, she's sitting there with one with one lug bolt barely tight enough just to back up for 5 seconds. And now it's up on the rear with one of those scissor jacks. And now I have to replace the rear hub, and I'm gonna have to redo the whole fucking cooling system. And that brings me to another thing. Holy shit! Never trust people. Never trust people.
No.
I thought this car was gonna be solid. That's why I wanted to test it. I mean, glad I tested it, but kind of sucked that it was so soon. I wasn't exactly expecting it to be like that soon.
Yeah.
Not even 2 weeks, and everyone was all like, "Wow, you already fucked it up." Like I did.
I'm proud of you, buddy.
I'm dealing with it. I'm dealing with it the best way I can. I'm like, I'm getting parts. I'm gonna get some. I'm going to FCP Euro because every BMW person knows that FCP Euro is your best friend at that point. I'm like, I'm getting new parts. I'm gonna stick that shit in, and I'm gonna get new coilovers now. Now I need to do shit. I'm like, new coilovers. What am I gonna go for? Megan's, whatever the fuck you want to say. I don't care about your
Is
pronunciation.
it Megan or Megan?
I don't know. I say Meg. I just say Meg. I got some Megs back
Like
there.
it's like Mugen.
It's either Mugen or Mugen, but it's always Mugen because that's how you fucking.
Mugen.
Yeah, it's Mugen.
But
That's how you
like a
pronounce
long
it.
time ago, people thought it was Mugen. I remember they did like a press release like it's Mugen.
You from fucking Japan? How the fuck you not know it's Mugen?
I didn't say that. I said that a lot of people didn't know it was Mugen.
Okay, all right.
Mugen.
Miscommunication.
Yeah, dick.
Fuck you, bitch.
Anyway, so you learn not to trust anybody when they're selling your car. I never trust anybody.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just it's the last of my naivety and my innocence going out the window.
yeah, they kind of fucked you there, bud.
Yeah, but guy kind of made
They
up for
spit
it.
on it, just fuck you.
Yeah, but he's contacted me. He's got extra parts, so I'm like, I don't know what parts he's got. He's like, I just got extra parts. I'm like, I'll just drive over and take it from you. I'm pretty sure they're OEM stuff, but either way, I could like, even if I can't really use that, I'm just gonna go sell it, get some extra dough for the car, or just keep it just in case.
The OEM parts are hard to sell.
Except for OEM oil pan. Do you know how much that shit goes on the E46 for?
In person or on eBay?
eBay.
What?
$600.
Yeah.
They go for ridiculous
Really
amounts.
out here and go pull another engine for less than that.
Just for an oil pan. Just for a new oil pan.
That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It doesn't make sense, but it's...
I will make one out of JB Weld.
Just booger weld it. You're like, yeah, go. Give me
And it probably
compressor.
won't make it drop.
God damn. I mean that's why we just go junkyard and get it, because it's just way easier to do that shit.
Well, it's like taking, for example, like S14 knuckles have skyrocketed in price lately.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they really got. Oh fuck, he's drunk. Fucking idiot.
Tonto. I was like, I have what?
Yeah, no. It's just my little brother. He just been a dumbass piece of shit for a long time, and he's being a dumbass piece of
Is
shit
that what
now.
little brothers do?
Yeah, that's how they are. That's how they. I'm stuck with them for another year, so I'm like, great. But
But yeah, so
I'll get out of it eventually. I'll
did
do
some
it.
fun stuff in your car, and then your car struck back. It did what angry BMWs do.
Pop off colon hose and say no, and
It
snap
just pops in.
and snap bolts.
So that one could be that there's cheap lug bolts. I've never snapped a BMW lug bolt.
I've only ever seen that happen once before, and that was back at like
It's
what?
like over torqued. I wonder if that was what was happening.
I think so. I think it might be over torqued, and that's why, because it was like super clunky. I was like, Jesus, like why? But like people were saying I was curb hunting. I'm like, I guarantee you, I did not hit any curb. Plus, you would know if I had hit a curb, because
Yeah, it would have happened a lot further away from your house there, bud.
exactly.
You're still in the parking lot. Hell, if you're curb hunting, your coolant hose might not have blown.
If I was curb hunting, dude, I would be fucking on the sideways right now, because I go hard. I go hard. I'm like, fuck it.
That'd be more sad than the wheel just falling off.
And then I look at my tires, which are basically fresh new tires. They're on cords because the alignment is that bad in the rears.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so I got to get new tires, but that's relatively easy because I'm like, I could experiment with some compounds here and there. I'm like, I still prefer Nankings or no gens. No gens first option.
I want you to try Westlakes.
Yeah, but where to get them for cheap?
Normally Amazon or Walmart.
They carry Westlakes?
Yep.
Well,
If they have them. Let's see. Let me look them up real quick.
wait, hold on. I want to hear his ass. Yeah, you can. Look at the hell.
Let's see. What size are you gonna run?
We get some fucking Westlakes. I'm gonna see what Joey sent me. He's all like, I know you're. Let's see here. Dunked Muro bounces to Gangsta Paradise. Unfortunately, we can't do that because copyright. And I've been copy striked for nothing, just for doing the ODST stream. I got copy striked by some random dude out in Brazil for no reason. He just trying to claim me so that way he'll be like, "Yo, give me your money." I'm like, first of all, I'm swearing up a storm.
You could fight me.
You can fight me, bro. Come at me. I hate them bitch ass motherfuckers.
Okay, they might have gone up in price a little bit. You're supposed to watch it, and they'll drop down to like 60 a tire. They're like 70.
60 a time. Oh.
They're like 70 right now.
I mean, that's. What about Nine Kings? How they doing?
105
Fuck, they went up crazy.
went up. They've always been expensive.
Nah, dude, they were like cheap at one point.
When?
Like a year ago. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. I swear to fucking God.
I think you are.
I've seen it. I fucking seen it with my own eyes. I could have been looking at other tires, but I swear to God.
I found some Nankins.
Uh,
They are cheap right now. For now.
told you.
It's not really that cheap, though. $65 is still not that cheap to me.
Yeah, I was. All right, yeah, I was kind of surprised how cheap the Westlakes are, but okay. I might run those now. So I'm like, let's see. Let's just.
The Douglas Performance tires are $56 a tire.
Yeah, but how long would they last out there? You know.
We had a set on a G35 and they lasted a whole night.
Okay, if it's a whole night, I'm good.
Rocky Mountain, which is a lot rougher than UMC is.
At Life?
No, Rocky Mountain Raceway.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Before it turned into a big pile of rubber.
Miss you, baby. Just kidding. I only went to you like maybe twice. and those were for
I
monster
kind of
trucks.
don't miss it, sadly.
I felt like I missed out on a lot of cool shit.
There was a lot of cool stuff that happened, but like there towards the end, it just went down the tubes. Like it became like the trailer trash of like race 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 car tracks.
Isn't most race car tracks like that kind of trailer trashy? If you want to be straight about that,
Probably not.
they had monster trucks going there, like around every.
There's like two on the walls in the restroom, dog.
You right though. There were. That's true.
Really?
You got fucking glory holes in there. Like call this number for a good time. I'm like, motherfucker, I can't believe I'm looking at this.
You're like on the phone. What the fuck you mean a good time? You gonna come here? Like what's going on,
dude?
I gotta come to you.
You're gonna bring the fam? You're gonna bring the food? Make this shit a potluck, right?
It's gonna get weird.
We got Sunday off. A thing that does not exist in Arizona. Nobody gets Sundays off.
Unless you ask for it.
True, unless you ask for it, but it's not a generally accepted thing.
One tire I do recommend you never buy.
What?
Supermax. Never buy a Supermax tire.
I've heard mixed things about them, so I wasn't planning on getting them in.
Okay, we had them on the back of the red 325i that
Right.
Jordan had,
Right.
and they're brand new. And I was going around the track. They slicked up like third lap out, just straight, no grip.
God,
And they still had tread too. They just slicked up.
They just slicked. They're all like, "Yo, by the way, I'm a slick now." Like, what?
Yeah, I was just coming around like, I ain't got no rear grip now. Spun out like, well, there goes a tire. I'm like, those are brand new tires. What the heck?
Fuck you! I have no grip. I have no grip.
Okay, if you go up to a 225 in the West, like they drop down to 67, 67. And then let's see. Let's try to find your naked.
I'm running E90 wheels, so those are like 17s.
Yeah, I'm looking. I run 17s too, dog.
I thought you run 18s.
I got rid of my 18s.
Ah, that's what you did. That's right. Fucking shit! My memory's not what it used to be. I'm getting old.
Let's see. I'm trying to find your naked gains. If you run a little bit wider tire, okay, you'll get more life out of them.
Yeah.
And if they're too grippy, just air them up.
I mean, pressures are like what? Front, just keep it at like fucking maybe like 35 and rear.
Oh shoot! The 225 decades jump up in price.
Did you just like see it go like?
Yeah, they're like 81. So 215 decades are like 65, I think.
Oof! Big oof!
Your Nittos stay the same price. They're 108. Either the 225 or the 215.
Way to fucking go, market.
It's weird right now, man, because like that whole thing's gonna start up the tariffs. That's gonna start up.
Yay! More tariffs. Who thought that was a great fucking idea?
Trump.
And guess what, dude? It's because the U.S. is going through its post supremacy period, and then we're all like, oh shit, we're not top dog no more. I'm like, you do realize China's gonna take us in a matter of years, not decades.
I don't think that will happen, my friend.
No, I don't think that will happen. But if it does, we'll go to that fighting.
He's technically the biggest unofficial military.
But we're talking about trade here.
Oh, you think China's got that much pull, man?
Motherfucker, they do. They do.
I'm gonna show my butthole, and they'll all freak out.
They're getting. Ooh, baby, don't even tempt me, okay? Don't even tempt
I'm
me.
like, look at my brown eye now.
I'll auction you on subtle Asian dating.
Actually, we should probably stop talking about China because they might strike us from the record.
Dude, we're a small channel. I've been copy strike before on not strike. I've been claimed before on one of our videos for like literally nothing, and I can't dispute it because YouTube, because they don't like small creators no more because they're more corporate than content creator friendly. Yeah, I said it. Miss the CEO of YouTube, where your last name is impossible to pronounce.
So they are owned by Google now. So there's that. Anyway,
No, I do my shit. I'm just trying to do myself. I'm just trying to come into my stride. I talked to Mike about how to like really like do this shit. I even talked a little bit with Zach Lords about like how to like try to get more viewers, try to get that niche in. I'm starting to figure it out. So new thing for the Sendcast, I'm probably gonna make a Instagram.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, make an Instagram because that's where all the hot shit's at. Everybody loves Instagram. I'm like, I go do an Instagram, I'll go do it right there. I think that would be very beneficial, get more followers, and like that's good for me as long as we get some like the followers. It doesn't necessarily matter as long as the reach is getting out there. Because I'm like, I didn't even expect our YouTube to like, have more than like maybe 3 subscribers, but like we have like 6 or 7 right now. I think we're getting a lot more than I expected. And I'm like, that's like everybody's like, that's such a small number. I'm like, every person counts because that means that they subscribed and they want to see this content.
We are at 7, by the way.
We're at 7. We're at fucking 7. It's amazing.
So, okay, back. I'm trying to think of what to even talk about right now. Because you talked about your BMW.
Dude, like, shit.
You've had some dumb problems.
This is the OVA here. We can talk about anything. I'm on Subtle Asian Dating. I just went on there. I went on their Discord. It's fucking great, dude.
Yeah, you find yourself a lady friend yet?
I will try, because I'm a very lonely person, and I do prefer ladies of the Oriental variety, because I am one of them. But I'm open. So ladies, hit me up in them DMs.
Yeah.
They open right now. I'll shave my pedal stash. Don't worry. Plus, I'm working out all this month super hard because I'm coming.
I want you to have a full like wispy like kung fu stash.
My Gramps, before he died, his eyebrows down here.
Yeah.
And he could grow his mustache down there, but he shaved all the time because he
was he a kung fu master?
I mean, he was part of the North Vietnamese army and lost his hearing, but yes. Good boy. But I'm like, look, so I'm at Subtle Asian Dating. I will shave this. I'm working out all month because I'm going up north so I can party with my boys on my birthday because I'm turning 21 and I can officially do this. I can do that.
Fucking fired.
But I'm going up there with with my boys, and they're all gonna show me a good time. We're gonna basically go on like a mini, or like one of our low gear ideas will basically happen in that space of time. It's just gonna be a miniature version of it, where we take our cool cars and we go cruise around mainly the Salt Lake Valley and a little bit up north, a little down south, to get the best food spots.
Fix my windows.
And fix your windows, and also check out my car, so that way we can get it.
I decided I'm gonna try and do it myself.
Fix your windows? You decided to do that?
Yeah, I was gonna take it to somebody, and I was sitting there like, man, I just don't want to.
Like, I just don't want to, dude. Like, I mean, okay.
Well, it's like
we have professionals.
They're professionals, sure. Sure.
I mean,
I'll probably find something to bitch about.
You know what? You're right. You know what? I'm just gonna get back on Subtle Asian Dating because like this shit right here, dude. Like honestly, I need to get you in this. I need to get you in this because you Japanese.
I am not.
You were in Oki for a long fucking time, basically. So you were Japanese.
Not that long,
dude.
But like, I'm not going through this again. When I went to that one little school in Ohio, it was racist high school, whatever I've ever been to. Like, oh, you lived in Japan? You're Japanese. Oh, and I'm not going to repeat all the slurs that I heard. I'm just sitting there, I'm like, you understand how living somewhere works, right?
Yeah. I understand that. You know how many slurs I got called just because I was one of the only Asian kids where I was at, where it was predominantly either like Latino or black.
Is I'm not. Look at my face. I am not Asian.
It's kind of ridiculous what they said to you.
Yeah, that's about it.
You think they actually kind of give you a little bit more slack because like military brat.
They think it was a little podunk school. Like 200 kids, 7th grade to 12th grade.
Oh, never mind. Yeah. There you go. That's the worst time. in your life. Jesus
It
Christ.
was weird.
I mean, of course it's gonna be weird. That's just how it is. Fucking high school sucks, especially for people that are like, of certain skin tone. I mean, you kind of panned out for being a bit white, but if anybody here that actually looks at him, you could tell what he's got. You could tell this guy got that certain.
I had a little bit of everything, honestly. The only thing I'm missing is Asian.
True, but I'm like, dude, you see.
If I get with an Asian woman, my kid will be like this ultimate mix, right?
I am the byproduct of what it means to do that.
Like, it's gonna be a lottery what they come out looking like.
Spin the bottle. What you gonna get? like, dude, you go get yourself a nice Asian lady. I will argue this right now. I will put this down because this is something we could talk about. I will argue that Asian women are better than just women of other colors, because
I'm gonna put a pause on that right here because we're not gonna get into that right now. I don't want to fight anybody.
I'm willing to fight people on it.
Boop.
What's the point of making shit if you'd have a little controversy, right? Am I right?
Well,
but at the end of the day, there's something that we all need to remember.
What?
Ladies and boys of any single kind, we love them all. Doesn't matter. Big or small.
Anyway.
Big or small, fat or tall. It don't matter. They cool AF. Alright? Because I'm over here. I'm looking at this. I need to get you in this group. You gotta join this group and then join the Discord, because like these dudes be cool.
Okay, well, here's the thing. All right. I daily drive a 92 4Runner, and I'm switching to an 85 Toyota. Okay. That thing's pretty sick. It also drives me nuts.
Well, fuck yeah, it drives you nuts. Why wouldn't it drive you nuts? That's a real question.
But it was a lot of fun to cruise home. I got a lot of stairs. Not like bad, like more like, what is that thing?
Yeah, while you're choking down the road, like, yeah, I'm sick right now.
I just had my big headphones on.
Oh my god, you had the muffs. You're all like, thanks, dude. Yeah, sick. I mean, true. His car is so loud it ruptures eardrums.
Up in front of my freaking dashboard because I don't have a speedometer because they didn't finish the swap the correct way. So I had my phone right there so I can see what I was doing. And yeah, because I found out that with the W58, you actually pull it out of a Mark III Supra or a different one.
Right.
You can actually just change out the speedometer, the speedo gear, and get it to work with the digital dash.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. See, that works though. I mean, you know what? You should totally what you should do instead is just have a dude strapped up to the front, holding up a phone, basically telling you, "Yep, this is how fast we're going," and hopefully he doesn't fall off.
I just put my phone like right there in front of the dashboard, like right in front of the gauge, and it kind of sat there for a while. But I wanted to watch my other gauges, so I moved it onto my dashboard. And there's just one of those dashboard covers, the carpet ones or whatever. So it just stayed up there. It was fine. Just cruising.
You're just cruising, but you're dying in it. That's like, why?
I wasn't dying until I got off the freeway. It's when I slowed down, got slower.
Oh yeah, that's true. Ventilation. Also, like your fucking exhaust is so loud, you could make a newborn baby deaf.
Actually, not loud anymore.
Oh yeah, because you stole a muffler that was laying in the UMC for like 5 years.
I did not steal anything.
No, he just merely acquisitioned it.
I did not acquisition anything. It came basically out of a dumpster.
Yes, exactly.
This is a story that we're sticking to. It came out of the dumpster because a lot of weird things.
UMC, if you were listening, it is trash, and you guys throw away trash. We just collect the trash.
So I cut it up. There's a resonator and a muffler on it now. It looks really bad,
but it sounds so good.
We just threw it on because I didn't want to sit there and I didn't feel like building an exhaust. Is what it was.
Did fucking Christy comment? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at a comment. Holy shit. My friend Christy just commented. She's all like, "Oh my god, kid, you're the gamer." I'm like, "Motherfucker, I'm not gaming right now. I'm just hanging out with my boy."
Kid the gamer, eh?
Yeah, it's my friend Christy. She's
So
she's quite the youngin'. She doesn't even know what a fucking VCR is. And what a young child.
God, I'm old.
I mean, dude, I fine. Like
It's like this. Like, do you remember? Like, so when I was a kid,
right.
You weren't even born yet. We had a rewind, just a rewind. All it did was rewind fucking VHS tapes, and it looked like a red Corvette.
You had
all it did.
You had the speed rewinder thing.
Stuck the tape there, and he rewound it.
Oh,
that's all.
Damn, you must have been rich as shit, because I never fucking had that. I always had to stick it back in and rewind it like they were manually. With
Oh no, I'm pretty sure I stole it from my uncle.
Damn. I mean, look, all right, so
like my TV I had as a kid was like from the late '80s.
Oh god.
And we had it until like 2000 and.
If you see anything above okay, there you go. I was about to be like, if you see anything above 2005, you're fucking up.
Well, here's the thing. So when I first moved to Utah, I worked for a moving company, and I got a TV from somebody. She's like, I don't want to take it home. I'm like, well, I just moved here. Kind of need a TV. It was a Zenith, a 32-inch Zenith.
Ooh.
Built-in entertainment center with the big speakers on the bottom of it. Little boob tube.
Boob tube. I mean, all right. Like, there's also.
And then, what was it? Like, I let my friend move in with me for a little bit because his house burned down or whatever. And he was known for having a lot of gamer rage, right? I come home from work one day, TV won't turn on.
Fucking deck.
I was like, "What'd you do to my TV?" He's like, "I didn't do anything to your TV, man." I'm like, "You were playing games on it earlier, now it's not working. What'd you do to my TV? These things don't just die.
They don't fucking break like that, dude. Why? Why? Answer the question.
So, I did the next best thing. We're going out shooting, I bought it on TV, and I sat the new TV on top of the old TV.
Just to rub it in his face?
Oh, he wasn't allowed to touch the new TV.
He's all like, hey, by the way, if I catch you playing the games on this shit, I will literally murder you and kick you out of this fucking house.
Oh, he left.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
back when I saw one of my old posts from 9 years ago.
Oh, dear.
Honda Accord. Hated that car.
I mean,
every Honda I've ever owned or worked on has been the biggest piece of crap.
Yes, BMW, we've got a victory here. we've
Not
done
quite.
it. Shut up. We've done it, boys. We've done it.
Every BMW I've worked on, it's just been something weird every time. It's just something weird. But I don't know. Every BMW I've worked on, when I was doing it, I did it for a while in a shop and on my personal ones. It's either the BMW's really nice and well taken care of,
or really shit,
or it's just like the biggest piece of shit on the road. There is no in between for some reason.
Yep, I fall on that ladder.
Like
currently,
like I worked on like a E90 whatever wagon.
Fuck yeah, you worked on that wagon.
It drove in metal on metal. Brake rotors like maybe that thick on the back of it.
Damn.
And the girl just wanted us to change the oil.
Yeah, just change the oil. I know how you mechanics work. You're trying to swindle me. I'm like, motherfucker, are you trying to die? Are you trying to fucking commit die? No. Okay, stop. That's illegal. Go get some help.
Yeah, I want to have new brakes all the way around on it, but like, yeah, I don't know what's about BMWs. They've been like, it's either they're really nice, or taken care of to a point, or they're just a big pile of steaming poopy. There's no in between.
So, am I steaming poopy? I don't think I am, but at the same time,
yours is like,
I think I'm
kind of. It's like leaning this way, but you haven't really owned it long enough for me to make a judgment on you.
Yeah. I'm taking the correct steps because immediately afterwards I'm like, yep, trying to make parts.
Because the previous owner, I bet you he bought it before you did, and it was like over here. It was getting close to being the Popey, and he started working on it.
You're right.
And then it got nicer, and then he's like, "Well, I have a different car I want to work on more."
I looked at the
Sold.
rear. I looked inside the trunk, and what I saw was wires for subs. So that gave me one idea of the kind of person who would have this. Even though subs are available for everyone, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'd have subs. I'm actually the Crest is getting 212s, man.
But then after that, I look at the wiring for certain things, and I'm like, here and there, I'm like, this is predominantly a certain type of people I know that would do this shit. It's rat.
So I'm gonna do 212s.
212s.
Or maybe 210s or 10. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of just want to make it dumb because I want to start another war with my neighbor.
Fuck yeah! I love starting wars with neighbors. I started a war with my fucking apartment mates, and they're all like, "Hey, we hate your car," and I'm like, "Get out of here, then."
Yeah.
Free tow.
AC too, buddy.
Yeah, there we go, dude. They get pissed at me. I know they get pissed at me because I like night driving. So I go out like at 1 o'clock. I'm like, all right, let me go night drive real quick, and then I just start up my car, and I'm like, I'm not gonna run this shit. I'm not gonna run this shit super cold. So let me just go. Oh, they are not happy. They are not happy, but I'm like, at the same time, they're very polite. They are very polite. It's quite strange how I'm like, okay, and now everybody that has a BMW in this apartment complex looks at my car like, ooh. Ooh.
And they walk up and go, wait a second, hang on. One. There's only one. Gotcha.
Really? You finna about to do me dirty like that? What the fuck?
If I did it, I wouldn't be your friend.
You know what? You're right. You're fucking right.
Like it takes more energy and effort for me to mess with people than for me just to ignore them.
I suppose that's true. Oh shit! What's happening out there, boys? You find someone?
You walk out, you're just gonna see somebody just flopping around.
Why did you have to say flopping? Why flopping? Why flopping? Not flopping. Stop. Heresy. I say. Fucking heretical shit. All right. None of that don't matter. And what I just figured out why we have nothing to talk about.
There's not a lot going on.
No, because we already talked about it. Friday.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, we used it all up. It's like I haven't been able to fix the Volvo, so that's still just kind of sitting broken. Yeah, for the first time in like the past few years since I've owned the Volvo, it's officially actually
out of commission.
Broken. Not really, because I could just speed shift it. I mean, let's see. The sad thing is I don't really have anything to rant about either. Like,
it's been a quiet week because last week we were all busy and we couldn't like do shit, and like now we're here.
I was moving shop around and stuff like that, so I've just been really busy. And this past week, like I've been so lazy because I'm just like done. I'm like, I don't want to work on anything. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. So I ordered my parts for the Volvo, and they're gonna be here this coming week. They just take forever to get here.
Oh yeah, everybody's just cooked out.
And the Crest is just sitting there, mostly just because it's just sitting there. Like I haven't even pulled stuff out of it yet. The 4Runner still has stuff in it for what I was moving. That's how lazy I've been. Like,
I mean, yeah, like no, I get you. It's been weirdly one of those rough weeks for everybody because like, well, there's also like Brandon. Like right now he's on vacay, so he's doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Joey's he's busy getting his. He's always been like that, so it's all Gucci. Me, I've had to deal with my car.
Yeah, because I'm in like weird lull, so where I'm not really that busy right now because school doesn't start. I'm taking summer semester until like the 17th of May. It's like the middle of May,
right?
And May just started. My job is literally one of the easiest jobs in the world,
Yeah, it
Like
is.
trained monkeys could do my job.
But you do it better. For
All I
more
have to do is show
pay.
up and do it better. That's all I have to do. It drives me nuts. But then,
Hold on, hold on. I think my brother's beating the dogs pretty bad.
whoa,
You're back.
punch him in the face. Well, he's gone. Like I said, there's really not a whole lot going on. Not a whole lot to talk about. Covered the clutch gears thing. I moved shops and trying to find somewhere closer to home. Um, the Volvos are broken. Broke on track. That was a lot of fun. Not really. It was like weird. I was coming around a turn and just lost all my gears. Clutch went straight to the floor. It was.
Yeah, but you do know that there's like a fries and shit. And they sell that. They sell puppy chow too. Yeah, but make sure to get the Wuhan one that makes.
I don't puppy chow.
Try to find the one that's most fatty because this motherfucker.
I had a dog. It was the most spoiled thing. It was spoiled rotten. They got like that crazy high end wet food all the time.
Yeah.
There's dogs.
Boy, it's my boy. All right. Right now, in here. Hold on. Right now, I'm thinking I should probably. We're on stream.
But yeah, I'm like, man, there's just not a whole lot to talk about today. Does anybody have any ideas? Have you playing any good video games lately? Like the Monster Hunter. That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
If you want to take her, then take her. That's cool with me. She's small. She's old. She's staying in your room. She pisses where she pisses.
Yeah, I just.
No, she knows how to pee in the diaper. So. All right.
Oh no.
That's fine. Go take Sophie. That's what I'm thinking of doing right now.
I don't know what's going on. Like there's one person watching. Who's watching?
Okay, so speaking of game rage, speaking of gamer rage.
I wouldn't talk about that. All right.
Oh, sorry. No, like
Nobody told him what we were talking about.
No, my brother was gamer raging real hard.
It's because he sucks at games.
Because he plays For Honor, he gets so into it.
That's because he sucks.
Yeah. No, he's got good.
Is he the guy that blames the controller?
What's up?
Does he blame the controller?
Yeah.
That means he sucks.
His PC don't work no more, so he plays on console.
Man,
Hey, like
I didn't know that game was still around.
Like he got all mad and shit. I'm like, motherfucker, like, are you trying to get the cops called? Like, I'm trying to keep a relatively, nice low profile out here. I mean, it's not like I'm getting chased or nothing, but rather be nice and good. I want to watch my animes in peace, and I want to stream without, some issues. I'm like, I just got done watching a good ass anime. Everybody, go watch Last Exile, not Silverwing. Silverwing kind of sucked. The first Last Exile. It's like the best steampunk anime you've ever watched, and probably the only other steampunk anime you ever watch. And it's super good. I'm like, yo, you got planes, you got fucking giant airships, and it's like dope as hell. It's like, what? Then you go against like weird fucking pilots and stuff. It's dope. Then like on the opposite end of it, down in the ocean, you got one of my all-time favorites, Blue Submarine number 6. Ultra dope. Only 4 episodes, unfortunately, but it was. There's so much you could go through. It's fucking sick, dude. And another timeless classic that everybody now is getting more of the point and the hang of. Ergo Proxy. Very, very cool. Cause I'm like, look, dude, you look at Ergo Proxy, like that shit. This shit's nice. It's the animation quality, the facial expressions, real. The story, gripping, absolutely good. Or if you want to be classic mecha, then go watch The Big O.
That's a good one.
Fuck yeah, it's a good one. Hell yeah. Or what was it? Eureka 7. I think that was called. I can't remember.
I love Eureka 7. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like, it kind of like lost track when the second season kind of started taking off. Because like your first, like, what, 25, 27 episodes are technically the first season.
Right.
But it never really took a break for the second season. And then it just got kind of weird after a while. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. It's kind of weird.
That's how I felt about Fully Cooley.
But Fully Cooley's supposed to be weird.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So
Like,
it was good.
Like, it's supposed to be like off the wall. It's 6 episodes long, and it's literally about a kid coming of age and like learning how to deal with like his new emotions and all that stuff. Like he's learning how to deal with this.
And getting laid with a space alien with a base in the Vespa.
Basically, get hit by
robot coming out of his skull.
You call her the Wasp Woman. The funny thing is what makes it funnier is if you know what Vespa, like in like Italian or whatever, like it means wasp because they buzz.
Yeah, Vespa.
No, a lot of people don't know that. That's why her nickname was Wasp Woman. Her nickname was Vespa Woman.
Vespa. Oh, I connected those dots.
Because she hit a child with a Vespa many times.
While wielding her base. She did it while driving the Vespa. Like, oh! Like,
if you remember, the base had a freaking pull start on the back of it.
It was so sick. I wanted that base so bad. I'm like, fuck, how do I get this base? I want that. Hell yeah. And
he's like, what's happening?
The
Why
soundtrack.
people starting a base?
And the soundtrack by itself, it introduced me into the world of Japanese music in general. I'm like, hell, like the Pillows, go check them out. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. If you want another anime that has a great soundtrack, then go watch Samurai Champloo. Because Samurai Champloo has, I would say, the best soundtrack I've ever heard in an anime. Because it contains so many local artists from Japan and is all hip-hop. So they have people like Force of Nature, like not necessarily Japanese, but like they're fucking great. Then you have the late and great, everybody loves him. Nujabes, he's my number one. You also have Shingo 2. I think you also got some Fat John in there, and Fat John is basically like the East Coast version of Jay Dilla. Super super sick, very cool beats all the goddamn time, as well as so many other people collabing on this super rare fucking record that I still need to find. Because it's a Samurai Champloo record, and they have it in vinyl, and I need to get that. I'm like, last time I saw it was like $300, but I was so close to buying it. Should have bought that shit.
It'd be a cool collector piece too, like if you're into that.
It's like it's credited as being like the original lo-fi type of stuff. I'm like, Samurai Champloo by itself also takes it's based in Edo period Japan. And Edo period Japan was, for those who are not known, Edo period was 1800s. Just think of that. And the technology they had they were fucking with, they still had like muskets and shit, and that's all they got. They don't have nothing else, no cannons, nothing. And America made them open up their doors because they said, if you didn't, we'll shoot you down. And Japan's like, all right, yeah, go ahead. And so America made a demonstration by shooting the side of a town with their cannons, and Japan's like, yo, we gotta open up now. But anyway, Samurai Champloo, they actually made an episode.
Japan wanted to stay with its samurais and everything.
Oh yeah, like the Samurai Champloo, actually, they made an episode of that very event, the event that opened up Japan. And in that episode, the Americans and the Japanese are playing baseball. They're playing Yakkyu.
No, man.
It's
freaking anime.
It's such a good anime, dude. I love it.
Well, it's like, what was it? I get kind of weird, not weird, but mean when I recommend anime to people. Because I'm like,
Like, are you new or are you
old? I want to make them sad.
Oh, you want to make them sad? Like, you want to make him depressed sad, or you just want to make him sad by the end of it?
Let's see. I tell them to watch both seasons of Clannad in order.
Oh, no! No!
Oh, happy and heartwarming second season.
No. Clannad After Story.
Yeah, this is the second season.
You know, just that by itself is just a tearjerker. You don't even need previous references.
And
Angel Beats.
Another good one.
Angel Beats.
That's a good one. That's a good classic too.
That's a classic one.
It's definitely an interesting take on things too. It's like, where are they the whole time? It's like their whole idea. They in limbo.
Yeah, but then they're reborn. I mean, Kanade. It's the basic. I'm mad, dude. Man. I'll let you know. I watched Angel Beats 30 times. Only cried 15. My strength is
Were you
unmatched.
dehydrated for the other 15?
Yeah.
No comment. All right.
What other sad animes can you think of?
There's a newer one that's pretty interesting. Take on things. Plastic Memories is a good one.
Plastic Memories. Hell yeah.
Then there's a movie, The Silent Voice.
Oh, that is. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's more than just like it's like a whole redemption thing.
It's a whole redemption thing because the guy was an asshole, but now he's getting better.
Well, he's trying to learn to live with himself, and he
Exactly.
can't. Like in the beginning, he just can't, and that's just how he's trying to process this because he was like, "Man, I was a huge dick," and then now he's like, just guilty. Like he's so guilt ridden. Watch it. It's on Netflix. Give it a watch.
Oh
It's
yeah.
only like an hour and a half long.
You will cry by the end of it
Like
if you have a heart.
they might give you a heart. Shit.
I'm looking at him and he was looking at her. He was looking at him and she was all like. She was basically doing. Oh wait, hold on. That's American Sign Language, not Japanese. Basically same thing, cause this is just like rough sign language I learned over the years. It just it's very. I just do this. I'm like I point at you, point back at me, and we just do this, just like together. You just go together.
So if you ever see a death guy, just point at him and do this.
No. No. Just point at just if you ever see a deaf guy, right? Just point at him and do this.
Or you can point at him and do this.
Oh man, to those.
Once again, you just learned all the bad stuff in every language you try learning.
I wonder if somebody in no sign language is gonna watch this, be like, "What the fuck did he just say?"
Wait, he just called me a homo, but he also wants to make out? What's going on?
I called him something very worse and derogatory with my last one. I don't want to laugh on that one, but
He's like, I don't want to do it again. I will never sign that again.
I will never sign that one again. I mean,
But yeah, I don't know, life's been pretty not bad. Just kind of waiting on parts. Literally all I'm doing.
waiting on parts, watching some sad animes, making people cry because you can.
I'm actually not even watching a sad anime. I'm rewatching one of my favorites from like when I was like 17.
Right? Which one?
Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple.
Damn. Okay.
Back when Funimation used to say they should be watching.
Funimation.
Like all. Or you should be watching. Yeah, that's what it says. You're like,
you should be watching.
they don't do that anymore. So that's how you tell you're watching.
Used to have balls. What the fuck, dude? Now it's all like isekais and shit. I'm like, why?
You don't remember that? They're just translating it. That's just what's popular in Japan right now.
I know. It goes for phase. Like first we had my favorite phase, the best phase. We had Cyberpunk, and that happened in like the late '90s to like the mid 2000s. That was the shit. It was.
I went for a while though, if you think about it.
Oh, you know, and plus
like there was even like in the '80s cyberpunk type stuff.
True, but like I'm like there's also like the first iterations of Cyberpunk, and then there's like the modern ones. The modern ones I enjoyed a lot more because I'm like, it was a lot more connected and grounded into like basically the general consensus of Cyberpunk rather than Japanese Cyberpunk. Because in the '80s it was more Japanese Cyberpunk, and that's a whole different genre within itself.
It's like, what was it? Akira was made in what, the early '90s or the late '80s? I can't remember.
I think it was made in 1989.
Oh, so it's like right on the edge.
The point is that film still holds up so damn well, and a lot of his animation techniques are used today.
Because it's animated by hand, it's animated on ones. So, it's kind of hard to explain because I'm a huge animation nerd and I do it too.
I know about it because don't worry, I know about it.
So that means, so in animation you have keyframes, okay?
Keyframes animation.
Well, and you can just speed that up or whatever. It'd be like 4 frames a second or whatever. And I think Akira's animated like what 60 frames a second or something. It's something nutty like that. It's like old school style, all by hand. That's why it looks
So fluid.
so smooth. Yeah, it's so fluid. It's because it's every second, dude, is a scene.
There's always something
Every
going
second
on.
is a new
Exactly.
frame. So you won't see that a lot. A more modern a more modern example of
Redline.
that is huh?
Redline.
Okay. Yes, Redline, yes. But another more modern example that some of these people might actually seen because it's an American cartoon, Steven Universe, the first movie.
Oh yeah.
The scene where Steven dances with himself when he starts to accept himself, that's actually animated. Like it's like it's some high frame rate, and that was a guest animation. A guest animator. He was from I can't remember exactly what he's from. Because what's funny is like the second movie, Studio Sugar helped with that one. But that's a whole other story.
Woo, Studio Sugar.
But yeah, so it's like that's why like these old shows, some of these old animations are crazy, like how smooth they are, or like there's rotoscoping and all that stuff. Like old Superman movies, like old animated Superman movies,
Oh yeah, they went
the
hard.
rotoscopes.
Fucking rotoscopes, man. I haven't heard that. I haven't
Yeah,
heard that
so
term in a long time.
rotoscoping where you take literally just like I'm right here waving my pencil or whatever, my pen.
No, dude, you're lecturing the
Just
masses.
roll over every movement I'm doing, and that's rotoscoping.
All right, draw
Take
it
that
down,
and you just
everybody.
roll over.
Fucking.
It takes just almost as much effort,
Oh,
but you
dude.
can't really be more where you do it more traditionally or not rotoscoping. You can make your own characters so they be a little more cartoony, a little more exaggerated, all that stuff.
That's true, but
Like,
rotoscoping it adds that realism to it. That's just like so fluid.
mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's.
Oh, it's still done
realistic.
today too. Still done a lot actually.
I mean, I'd say once again, Ergo Proxy also has one of the best animations I've seen because, like, especially with the facial expressions when it comes to it, like, they're like, I'm not sure what like animation techniques are using, but every time you see any sort of like subtle exchange between characters, you could see exactly how they're feeling in their face, even when they're just like sitting there and they're not really doing nothing.
So
You could tell the expression, and like also the most human expression I've ever seen was the character Vincent Law was like a little embarrassed when he was talking to Riel, which is the female protagonist as well, and he just does this, but you could just tell how much emotion was in that face, like you could like legit look at him like that's a real
you
person.
can convey that like all you're adding is more frames.
Yeah, exactly,
You're
but
adding
it was
frames
so
to show
good.
the emotion in the face. Like another good one. So this is not CG, but like 3D animation. Finding Nemo. So when Dory's having like the little like midlife like the crisis she's having, and you see her face like talk about it, the guy who animated watched himself in the mirror make like say it, but he said it with emotion. He acted it out himself, so he can capture that emotion in his animation. So a lot of time you'll watch like when I was trained as an animator, I would literally watch people. I actually had somebody yell at me one time at the mall. It's hilarious, but because everybody has a
Stop
different
punching me.
walk. Everybody carries himself. Like I watched a dude who legitimately had a hop in his fucking step. Yeah, he had a slight hop.
That's cool. That's rare. You don't see that shit.
But like, yeah, so they're like you watch people, and that's the thing. Like my teacher always told me, he's like, it's not creepy as long as you have a sketchbook.
It's not creepy as long as you have a sketchbook.
Yeah, so I used to just go to the mall and I'd find one of the sitting areas and just sit and watch people, and I draw them. You sketch them real quick, way they're moving and all that, and you capture that, and it's just like little drawings, like 30 seconds. So and you just write down how much time you spent on it. But you can capture all that, and you watch people like all their emotions, all their slight movements, and it's a whole thing where you make that come alive in an animation. You are literally putting soul into the animation by doing that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's quite an amazing process, and That in it of itself is an achievement of humanity. In order to to give something that we can just draw, like, yo, hold up, let's give you some
Hmm.
expressions. And the fact that that animes and like other films from from way back when have techniques that are still being used today, or at least adapted in some way today, is just like amazing. How we just they pioneered it, and now we're refining it. Like my best example I could think of off the top of my head, Akira, when he's riding the bike, like one of the very first scenes, riding the bike, slides into
It's like the most iconic scene.
exactly. It's like one of the most used scenes ever because everybody has done that. From the rails hitting to the ground, and from like the brake dust, from like every single part of that animation has been reused or utilized in some sort of way and innovated upon. Like,
Also, a lot of animators, a lot of companies are guilty of reusing animations.
oh yeah,
Because
reusing animation is a bit of a sin, but it's like,
not really.
I say it's a
Yes
sin.
and no. The problem is you gotta understand how much money it costs to animate
Oh yeah,
something.
no, yeah, it costs a lot. I mean, it's only a
So,
sin to me when it doesn't necessarily have to happen.
well, it's like what is it? Is it the scene? It's either Robin Hood or Snow White. Like one or the other use the dancing animation from each other. I can't remember exactly which one. I'm
Snow
probably
White,
wrong,
I think it's Snow White.
but yeah. So Disney actually did this a few times, mostly during they call it the Dark Ages.
The Dark
The
Ages.
point is, I fell in love with the movies from the Dark Ages versus the comeback. The comeback is like the Lion King and all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah, yeah, like
Dark
the.
Ages is like the late '80s, in the early '90s. That's when Disney actually almost went under.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crazy to think about that, right? That Disney almost went under.
I don't know. Would that be beneficial to the world now? They're
Eh,
kind of
it's
sucking
whatever,
China's
dude. Like,
dick right now.
huh?
They're kind of
They own
sucking.
everything.
They're sucking China off.
Well, yeah.
Winnie the Pooh is in
Money,
charge.
money is green, and it spends the same everywhere you go, man.
I'll just say this: Winnie the Pooh is in charge of a country.
That's it. I've had a fun time doing this podcast with you, Kit. Um, we should just start. We need to black out our bank accounts now. Get rid of all our social media. You just said it. We're done. This is our
Taiwan,
fair. This is our swan song, man.
free Hong Kong. Look, dude. I'm an avid supporter of freedom. Hence the big boy up there. I'll do this shit right now. But at the same time, I will miss their food. I really will. Like, fuck, I want some dim sum, dude. I want some good dim sum. I want some good. I want some good chicken feet. That's all I want right now. Good chicken feet. Oh, that sounds so good.
It does not.
What do you mean?
It does. It,
Have you never had it?
no, but it does not.
Okay, you know what? I can understand if it's unappetizing to you if you don't want it. I still I can't for the life of me I can't figure out why people just don't like it. I mean,
It's not that. It just doesn't sound appetizing.
chicken feet? Yeah, this sounds great. Is it any better than fucking bacon? Okay, not bacon. Hold on, that's a bad example.
It's a bad example, man. Like,
Is it any better than chitlins?
I don't really like chitlins.
Is it any better than fucking crawfish?
Don't know. I can't tell. I've never had it, so I can't even
You never had crawfish?
have an opinion on it. I'm just saying that, like, when you say, "Man, I could really go for some chicken feet," it makes me think like sexually.
No, I'm going to cockfights, okay? Come on.
Sexually? You walked right into that one, dude.
I hate you so much right now. Come on. Come on. I believe it's time to take a turn onto Conversation Streets, aka Richard Hammond's thing when it comes to chicken feet. That there are certain foods in this world that certain people won't eat for reasons that are either
It's
utterly ridiculous or very, very warranted.
See, my thing is I would probably suck it up and try it.
Good.
I would. I'd
Yes.
try it.
Because
I will try anything once.
we are going
I
to
don't
get dim
like
sum
what
in the
I like.
morning. We are going to get dim sum in the morning when I get up there, and you're going to enjoy it.
Because like my roommate's had it and he loves it.
Told you.
I basically just told him I would have to try it. So that's why I don't really have an opinion about it. More than it just doesn't sound appetizing. Like the idea of it, just because think about it. I'm an American.
Right.
You don't really think about that.
But y'all eat pig's feet though.
I don't. Not my thing. Real bony. Kind of weird. But that also, all that stuff also came from the Great Depression. You think about it, like half the crap we eat.
The Great
Like-
Depression. I mean, yeah, but
Like today, I made a cheese stuffed meatloaf.
oh, I haven't had anything to eat today, so
It's like this looked like a fucking football.
oh, dude, I'm
What I did
so
is I opened
hungry.
it all up so it's like the fatty. I usually when I put my meatloafs, I use the more fatty hamburger.
I didn't even know how to make a meatloaf, dude. That sounds so good.
Then I just put a bunch of cheese in the center, I rolled it over like a
Oh.
football. Then you bake it.
Oh yeah.
Put some Fescue seeds on top of it and some other seasonings and stuff like that.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Problem was I didn't seal up all the stupid little holes on it. So there's 2 holes. And looked like little eyes and just cheese is oozing. I was like, ugh. It just looks so weird. Just cheese just oozing out.
What? Dude, I mean, just wake me up inside.
And what you do with that afterwards is you cut the meatloaf up and use it for sandwiches later.
I was thinking using the holes for something else, but okay.
Don't do it. It's too cheesy and greasy.
It's added flavor. About
Then you get stuck. And then you're going to have to go to the doctor to get it removed out of your pee hole.
I'm gonna put some Alabama white sauce in there, if you know what I'm saying.
You touch my meatloaf, I'm beating your ass with the meatloaf.
No, like
You beat me with a piece of meat.
like we're gonna eat a whole bunch of cool shit up north. So the quick thing for my B-day, what we're gonna do, or at least maybe the weekend, because like my birthday's on a Saturday, so I'm pretty sure everybody's got time to do it.
And mine's on a fucking Monday. Yeah, that's what I fucking said.
Oh man, good luck for the next 6 years.
It's okay. I don't really go out of my way to celebrate it. But what I do is I need to make sure I put in for it. I usually take the day off.
Hell yeah, that's a good thing. But anyways, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for one of our low gear Sendcast ideas. Except we're gonna make it small, and we're gonna go across once again, north, south, and center of the Salt Lake Valley, and eat the best food joints. And Glenn has a good wing place in mind. Never had it. I've heard many good things, and he does not like Wing Coop. He does not. Well, he does
I
not like Wing Coop.
don't like Wing Coop. I just have my preferred.
Okay. So he doesn't like it. So also we're gonna try a good.
He's like, he doesn't like it. I'm like, I'll eat it.
Fuck off. We're also.
You know what I actually
What?
hate when it comes to wings? Wing Coop's pretty good. I just like my place a little bit more just because it's a little different. It's more, you can get it like more fried. I like my wings crispy. I don't really like them super saucy.
Okay, all right. Well, that makes a big difference. Now I see
The wing
why.
Coop's pretty saucy, but the sauces are good. Like, I'm not going to argue that. Like, it tastes good. It just,
Dude, I'm
I
gonna roll
prefer
up to
it.
Wing Coop. I'm just buy like all their sauces. Like, yo, give me all your sauce.
yeah.
50 gold
But
pieces.
one wing place I absolutely dislike. Every time I go, something like it either tears me up or it just does not taste good.
Buffalo.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yep. Buffalo. Dude, that's weird. Buffalo out there, they don't give you shit on sauce or nothing. Out here, they fucking jizz on your fucking wings.
See, what's funny is I had Buffalo Wild Wings in fucking Indiana when I was working out there.
Right.
100 times better than here.
I know. What the fuck? They're fucking up out there. Out
Like-
here, it's so good. It's weird.
Like, it's really good. But you come here, I'm like, that's a fucking bad idea. Every time I go in there, I'm like, this is stupid. Why come here? I'm wasting my money.
You might as well just get naked wings and make it yourself. I mean, that's basically.
What's funny is I'm still on the stupid wall or in their picture thing at the one in Lehigh.
Uh,
I did their challenge. Me and my friend did a few years back.
easy as shit, right?
No, it's not the spice. It's the literal temperature of the fucking wings.
Oh, they make it fresh.
Yeah, and they cook them hotter. So they burn your fucking fingers when you touch them.
What's the point? No, like the sauce itself, I've had their hottest sauce.
It's like it's spicy. It's pretty hot.
It'll get you, but it's not that hot. It's not 11's. It's not I signed the waiver bullshit.
Yeah. It's literally the temperature of the chicken is what kills you because it's just hot.
Yeah, it is fucking stupid. Is it really that hot?
Yeah, it comes out like they just.
Jesus.
It's hot.
So they're actively trying to make you fuck up and lose.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
it costs 3 whole cents from China to make that fucking T-shirt.
I want that T-shirt. I'm like, fuck that T-shirt, dude.
I didn't even get the T-shirt.
What?
They were out of them.
Their challenge is so easy that they ran out of fucking shirts. Okay.
Yeah. So was it Rocky Mountain Wing Shack has a challenge, but theirs is spicy, but it's also the amount. So theirs is like the boneless, and their boneless strips are like this.
So they're tenders.
Yeah. They call them chicken tenders or something.
Okay, so they're not lying. They're not lying. They're not calling it boneless wings. They're calling it tenders.
Yeah, they're not calling it like I always just tell people they're boneless because like they have boneless wings. I'm like, kinda. They're like a big tender. Because like if you actually want to do good boneless wings,
right,
you use thigh meat.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. Thigh meat is the best meat.
Well, good wings they're dark meat. I almost never get breast meat, man. It's always
breast meat. Breast meat is good when it's fried. That's it. And naked and grilled. It's also good for working out, but that's just me.
The thing is, though, like
it doesn't do it for you.
You want to go to Flavor Town?
Yeah, I want to go to Flavor Town.
So you eat the thigh meat.
All you had to say was Flavor Town, buddy. I'm ready to go. I'm doing this.
Just bring my steering wheel down here too.
Yeah. Look at this shit.
Now, why is that not installed in your car yet?
Because I still need to get the short hub.
Oh, are you waiting on the short hub?
Not waiting. I just been lazy about that short hub because I had to get the rest of the parts.
I get that.
Yeah, but
priority.
I'm like aesthetically, it's okay. Functionally, fuck no. I need to get this shit done.
So, you're gonna. And when you go install that wheel, you're gonna have some fun because you get to pull a steering wheel with an airbag in it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have my helmet to wear just in case you hit my face.
Nah, dude. All you have to do is just disconnect the battery, man. It'll be fine.
Chicken and blood. I mean, that's
not as bad as like, so, what is it? My E36, when I took it home, I'm pretty sure it had an aftermarket wheel in it. Because they just bolted the old wheel back on, didn't screw the airbag back in. So I'm just fucking driving, right? The airbag just flops off into my lap. I'm like, what the
fuck? It just pops out.
There's an airbag.
Knocks you out like...
That's like an easy fucking airbag punting my nuts to the fucking hell. Like...
You're like that guy. You would be like that guy in who made that one Forza clip where he got hit by the car and he just does this.
Yeah.
That he used this shit.
So I just took it, I grabbed it, I threw it in the back seat. I was like, all right, we're good.
Wait, you threw it?
Yeah, in the back seat, like fuck it. Like,
yo,
well, it's like if it to go up, I wouldn't go up back there, not in my lap.
Just a fuck. I could just imagine you driving. You're like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, all right, we good.
We're good.
Was it here? This thing? That's about how it went. That's when I found out the heater and the AC worked on it. Until I put water in it, the heater goes. It just cooled too good.
Yes.
So I had a big, had a good aluminum radiator, good water pump, all that stuff, and I put water in it, water wetter.
Yep.
It never got hot.
Ingenuity.
We can warm up a little bit. We can warm up a little bit.
Just a bit. Just that tiny bit, baby. Just that bit.
And I was daily driving it too, and it was like middle of winter. I was driving to work. I froze my balls off in that thing, dude.
Oh man.
I even drained out like 30% of the water. And I put some coolant in it. It would get like lukewarm. That was it.
Oof. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. You know what? At least you had something. At least to keep you cool, even in the coldest parts. Because my E46, I never had AC. I only had heater.
I'll give you this much, dude. That car, even with all the problems it gave me, I think it was a good driver. Like, it was pretty fun to drive.
The ride quality was good?
No. It had blown race lands.
Oh.
So what I did was I stiffened them up so I can not do this.
Make it stiff.
Because if you lowered it, because these race lands were not the non-really height adjustable ones.
Right.
If you lowered it, the ride got softer. Because your springs have more, they're not as compressed.
Oh, man.
The way I'd get into the drifts, I'd crank the springs up.
This man really be pulling the ghetto moves like that.
Hey, what do you want me to say, man? And then, what was it? I had 19s on it at one time.
Right.
Yeah. They're 19 by 9.5 and 19 by 8 in the front.
19 by 8? In that
9.5 in the rear.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, 19s on that thing for a little bit. They look really good. Like,
fuck yeah, they better look good. They're 19s.
The bumper fell off all the fucking time drifting. Like one time I came off track and I get out of my car because I hear something kind of dragging. I get out, I'm like, where the fuck's my bumper?
Where's
Look
my
underneath.
shit?
Look underneath. It's just under there. How did it get under there? It's just under there.
It disappeared.
So I just back up. Bumper pops out and I zip tie it back on because OEM bumpers are like 1,000 times stronger than whatever you're going to get off the internet.
You're fucking right about that. Say maybe Duraflex.
Duraflex and that, what do they call it? I can't remember the name of it.
What, polyurethane?
Is it polyurethane? What was it made out of? They have a word for it.
So
the FRP, whatever.
It's not polyurethane. It's a urethane type because there's different urethanes.
I can't think of it, but they make a ton of kits.
That's true.
And the way they advertise is they run the fucking thing over.
Fuck yeah, they do. They're like, hey, let me show you. Let me scrape purposely. Oh, like, please, God, no, you're hurting my soul. Also, this is a dope ass commission carrot. This is her avatar, huh? Hell yeah. I gotta send you this art. This is very good artwork.
Okay.
Hell yes.
But yeah, so we talked about animation. I showed my inner nerd for it.
Indeed, and we have talked about food, and I'm going to eat a lot more food. I'm also gonna eat the kangaroo burger, if they still got it, up in this place in Ogden. There's like this burger. There's this burger.
Probably firm maybe there, bud.
I want a kangaroo burger. Okay.
I haven't had a good burger in a while, man.
I've had one. There's a really good burger joint out here. I mean, this is Scottsdale, so everybody has like rich and snooty. But there's this one burger joint out here. It's one of those like new hip fucking like burger bar shit.
Mm-hmm.
But their burgers are really fucking good. They're bomb.
Okay.
They're really good.
Nice.
If you ever come down here, we gotta go chill there. We gotta go eat there. It's so good.
If I came down to Arizona to go visit my cousin.
Stop by. I'm here.
I'm not even sure exactly where he lives down there. There's somebody who lives down there.
I'm pretty like if he's living in the Phoenix, he's either living in Phoenix, Tucson, or Flagstaff. That's basically the only places you can live.
That's it.
That's basically it, dude. It's because like Phoenix encompasses a lot of other small towns which call themselves cities, which is like Yuma, which is like weird, and then like you have like so like Phoenix, you have like Scottsdale, which is not even in Phoenix, but it's like 30 minutes away from it. It's basically the same distance to Tooele, but you just claim it. So it's like okay, so Scottsdale, Phoenix, there you go. You have Glendale, Phoenix. You have like fucking Mesa, and then you go like you go 2 hours down south and you reach Tucson, and it's
Sounds like I
Tucson.
need to move to Glendale.
just hi, my name's Glenn, and I moved to Glendale.
Now I own Glendale.
Just don't come down
I
here.
erected giant walls all the way around it for my own military.
Just don't move down here. I don't want to. I don't want to live here anymore. But that's because I'm making money though. So I'm like, I make my money, do my shit, get my studies up, and I really want to go visit Seattle a lot more because I'm like, yo, I go up there. I mean, first of all, that's where all the Asian homies be at. I'm like, sweet. And that leads into my second point, which is that they got a lot of good food that I've been missing and jonesing for. Some fresh fish, because there ain't no fish out here, dude. It's all fucking bone. It's all meat. It's all fucking cow. I'm like, I want some fish. Also, number 3, it's got a couple of the best racetracks out there. It's pretty funsies.
I'd be down.
I'd be down as well. And if I don't like it up north, I'm like, well, Utah's my place to be.
I would say I'd just move more north, if anything.
Cause
Probably more north towards the coast again.
Oh man, yeah, I miss the ocean so much.
I do too.
It's
This is horrible.
if any of you either listening to this now or listening to this later, see this part of the episode, I'll tell you this. If you never grew up by the ocean, it's kind of hard to forget it. So basically, let's say you grew up here landlocked. Let's say you grew up in Utah, right? Since I'm guessing that's where you're at. So you grew up in Utah. You see the mountains. You're used to it every single day. It's right there, right? But still, to this day, there are some days, even when people have been living there all their lives, they look at the mountains, they're all like, oh my fucking God. Like, really cool looking, right?
Yeah.
So imagine going away from that, moving to somewhere where it doesn't quite have that. Like Texas, for example. There are the mountains. Anywhere in the Midwest. Anywhere in the Midwest. Arizona. You're not going to see that, and then you feel mad sick for it. So for us, when we think about the ocean, it's like the smell is so fucking nostalgic. The way even the precipitation, you were like, yes, ocean.
Yeah, I remember I was back home for Christmas or whatever for like 2 weeks. I went with my brother and my dad on a job, and they were sandblasting a boat, and we were just right on the dock. Like, right, not on the dock, but like at the dry dock, and the water's just right there. You just smell it. Smell the salt water, hear the noises, just like sand. Like, it 100% is a nostalgia thing.
Yeah, it is. It's what you were used to when you grew up.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, I didn't exactly grow up right next to the coast. I wasn't like in a house by that place. I lived in LA, so I could just like drive there in like maybe
Yeah, it didn't take very long. Like,
20 minutes.
I was in, what was it, Lake Elsinore for a while. I was also in, can't remember the name of the base. There's a base way up there north, and then Camp Pendleton is where I spent a lot of time too. But the easiest way to describe somebody Camp Pendleton is it's Oceanside.
You're right.
Get off base and you're in Oceanside.
That's where so many of my friends were at.
Yep.
Just the ocean, dude. We miss the ocean a lot. Plus, you can take really cool car photos if you do that.
Oh yeah. It's so I'm so glad that California is a bunch of a-holes, but somehow a car scene still exists.
It does, and they go under the radar too. Well, not under the radar necessarily. There's so much of it that the cops can't necessarily do too much about it. But whenever there's a meet, they will always enforce the yo, stop, open up your hood. But that's why sleepers are now becoming much more of a thing.
Because
of that.
I like the idea of a sleeper a lot.
Oh yeah, same here. I love sleepers. That's why I want to get my Mini Cooper 1. I want to get another Mini Cooper or if I could ever find it again, hopefully it's not transporting drug cartel troops in the middle of the desert in Mexico somewhere. I will find my taco again, rebuild it, make that shit a sleeper. 100%. 100% sleeper, single cab, 2-wheel drives, just sleeper monster. And I'm just be rolling down, kicking some ass. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of the field trip episode. We have gone to many places. We have gone around. We have gone around to the clutch kickers. We have gone around to animes. We have gone around to my car. We have gone around to his car. We've also brought her about to, once again, more food. The food, I miss it so much.
Before I go to bed, I'm probably make me a meatloaf sandwich.
Hell yeah. Oh man, I want some rancheritos, but they don't got it here, and
that's so fucking weird.
They had this thing called like Filbertos.
Yeah, so there's a Filbertos in Spanish Fork, and it's
ass.
It's not bad.
No, they don't make the same calories. They don't make the same calories they do up there. The calories up there is full of love. It's just like a nice big ass hug. It's like cheese, potatoes, carne, pico de gallo, wrapped in like a nice fucking, and it's a thick boy. If you ever been to Rancheritos, you know when you get any sort of burrito, they're thick boys.
Yeah.
Right? Over here, like, they're a little thick, but not nearly to the same degree. There's more pico de gallo than anything. There's like zero cheese, and there's burnt ends on the carne, which is generally okay, but this one's a little bit more black than usual. It sucks. Mm-hmm. So, like, yeah, one of the last things I'm gonna get up there, I'm just gonna fucking get myself a fat ass Cali, just the way I like it, and I know my homegirl's still working at the same place, so I'm like, yo, hook me up. Oh boy. So, anyways, what was I saying? That's right. So yeah, we talked about food and we talked about the ocean. Love what you do. It's fun times. This has been the Low Gear Sendcast. This has been the 12.5 OVA episode. I'm sorry I haven't been super fucking energetic like my usual self.
We're both super tired, and we're just like, we'll put one out there. I apologize if it's not our most enthusiastic one.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It's just like last week we didn't do nothing, but that's because we're busy, and I'm like we're free, and like I really want to just to put this out there, just kind of this one to me felt like a little bit just like kind of get it out there. But it's an OVA episode since Brandon he's vacating right now, and it's not really a Low Gear episode without like the full cast up in this bitch.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so once again, I thank you for enjoying. Down on the link below, you'll find a link to our Facebook. We are currently available in our Facebook and our YouTube if you're watching that right now. And if you like what you see, or you like what you're going to see, if you click our channel and go through our various podcasts, you will see many references to very funny jokes. and it's good. So if you like what you see, then why not? If you like, maybe what did the YouTubers say? Smash that like button. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, smash the like button, subscribe, tell your friends.
Yeah, there you go. Because that gets the YouTube algorithm going for small people like us. So that way you can
touch a stranger's brown eye. I don't care what you do, man.
Don't do that. We don't conduct YouTube. Please don't
do it. Do it.
We don't. Anyways, you also find links down below to other shenanigans we get up to. You'll find links down below to Nerdy for Beginners, where Glenn is DM master of it, and it's absolutely hilarious to watch. Tons of fun. You should go give it a watch. Go give it some time. Super good. Also, go check out The Godfather, aka Michael Chandler, helped start this whole thing. You also can see us in there from time to time. So go down there. There's CAMautomag. It's their Facebook. And what else? Any more links? And we will create an Instagram soon, and I'll post that link up when I have it re-updated. Until then, I have been your Sen Samurai. Arigatou gozaimashita. Peace out, bitches.